There we go. What's up, kiddos? Chef Jean-Paul here. I'm boiling crawfish this afternoon in beautiful Pensacola. As you can see, we've got a great day. I got about 150 pounds of crawfish for anywhere from 50 to 100 people, let's say. And I'm using the two-pot method today, which means, well, I'm going to show you what it means. I love using this method, especially when boiling for more than, a handful of people or more than a sack or two of crawfish. Y'all stick with me. Let's dive in. All right, let's get into some of the ingredients I'm going to be using. This is going to be a pretty standard crawfish boil. I got corn, potato, sausage, lemon, celery, onion. We got some salt from my boiler pot, not my soaking pot. Remember, two different methods here, two different pots. And then I got some minced garlic, which I love in my soaking pot. I'm using Slap Your Mama seafood boil right here, that powder kind. This is like an 80-pound batch right here if you're boiling that much crawfish at one time. Then I love the Zatarain's liquid crab oil just for that nostalgic seafood boil flavor. I got some high performance cookers that I'm going to be using. These things, my first time using them was the other day, and man, they rock and roll. I love them. And then I got a washing basket here that I can kind of rinse my crawfish in. Okay, you see how I have filled that water up in between the third and fourth hole right here. I'm going to do the same here. And the reason what I want to do, oh, look at that little, there you go. The reason why I want to do two pots is because I want to leave one pot just salted water, and the other pot's going to have all my traditional flavors and seasonings in that, and that's going to be my soak pot. This is going to be my soak pot, so I want to fill that up to the same spot in between that third and fourth hole there. At this point, I'm not ready to boil crawfish yet, but I do want to get them ready to boil, so I'm going to take them to my working spot, and this is where my wash buckets are going to come in handy. No need to purge these crawfish. I like to give them a little spray down and a quick dunk in fresh water right before they go into the boiling pot. Now this is just regular Morton iodized salt. No, one's salt, one's iodized salt. Doesn't matter. This is going to go into your boiling pot. This is not going to go into your soaking pot. Now this won't necessarily add a bunch of salt or overly season your crawfish, but it will help just give it that one last hot water rinse before they go into a delicious spicy crawfish soak. Now into my soaking pot, you can see that water's still getting warm. I'm gonna add this whole jug of Slap Your Mama seasoning, and that's gonna season all 80 pounds of my crawfish. I'm gonna get my basket ready to get dropped, and I want to add all this onion and all this celery to it, and that's going to go to the boiling water to start flavoring that water. I'm going to eventually add my lemon, sausage, and potatoes to cook in this basket. All right, pretty sure that this basket is ready to go in. You can see it good steam, and it's about to come up to a boil. I'm going to drop those onions and celery in here, and that's going to be the first step. It's kind of flavoring this soaking liquid with more than just the seasoning. All right, so onions and celery have been going long enough. I'm just gonna pull those out. Go right here. Then I have my potatoes. Just gonna go right into this pot. Crank that fire up a little bit, get those potatoes rolling, get those fully cooked. All right, right before I boil, I want to just give these guys a good rinse out. You can kind of shake them around, pick out any dead ones if you see them, rinse the outside like that. I kind of just keep that water going on top of them. I know my potatoes are about halfway cooked, so I want to add my sausage into that. I'm just gonna add about half. So my potatoes are just about ready, so I want to go ahead and switch baskets. That means I need to get the baskets with my potatoes right there out, and then I got this basket right here full of crawfish. Needs to go in my boiling basket of just salted clean water. So salted clean water first, and then into the soaking basket, which is boiling with potatoes right now. And then I just go right into, that's about 1.5 sacks of crawfish. Let that soak in. Crank it up. Grab my paddle. Give it a stir. Make sure you're bringing that hot water up. Potatoes and sausage are done. I'm gonna turn this completely off. Then pull these from here. Just gonna let them rest right here on the side. As you can see, this doesn't look seasoned at all because it isn't. It's just salt. Where this is my soaking pot. So this got another minute or two of boiling. Then I'm gonna cut the fire off and immediately go from boiling pot to soaking pot. I like to give them a little up and down into the water. Just watching your feet. And Christian's helping me out here. We're gonna kind of let it drain up. Probably a 2-person job, or you can go on the ground, but we're gonna go straight into the soaking pot. Just let that crawfish go down into the pot. Grab one of these, thank you, Christian. Paddles here. Get those crawfish soaking in that boiling, in that soaking pot. And at this point, I'm also gonna add some lemons to this. Next, we got some frozen corn. This is really nice, especially when you got it really good and frozen. Kind of acts as a cooling agent. So it really keeps your liquid still hot. Perfect for the soak though. Throw those corn in there. Corn's in there, lemons in there. We just want to stir that down. Now get a good stir of all this. Make sure it's all mixed in. We're gonna let this soak for about 20 minutes. All right, we're about, 10 minutes in. You can see my crawfish that's kind of like soaked and fallen down below the surface level of your soak pot, which is what you eventually want. That means those heads are all filling with juice. The cavities are getting all scrumdiddlyumptious. Why did I say that? I don't know. I actually haven't used that term in a while, and I like it. I'm going to start using scrumdiddlyumptious a little more often. But now we got about 10 more minutes or so. We're going to pull them out, hit them in the cooler, and let them steam. Now they're ready for the good folks of Pensacola to come and drink some beers and some spicy crawfish. 20 minutes are up. Just want to let them drain a little bit. You can get them on the ground, actually, right here. Let them get a good drain out. All right, and then we're gonna pick it back up, grab the bottom, and dump them right into the cooler. All right, we'll close the lid on those, thank you, and pop these potatoes and sausage back into this soaking pot to get them hot, and then we'll have all our stuff ready to go. Let me show y'all how it's done here. Nice. Couple potatoes, another corn. Now this is a portion for me. Couple more of that. Now I like to just get them right in a bag. Like that. Lovely. And then take a little bit of that extra slap your mama with some extra cayenne folded in there. Now you know how to boil crawfish in the 2-pot method just like I do. If you like these videos and want more of them, don't forget to like and subscribe below. And please leave a comment as well and let us know how we're doing. See you, folks.